Hello everyone, my name is Fahad. I'm Occupational Health Safety Officer. Today we will discuss the hazards in the workplace that could contribute to an emergency situation. While this presentation, if you have any type of question, you can freely ask to me. First of all, I will define what's the hazard. Hazard is a thing or situation that has potential to harm a person. I give some common example of the hazards like manual task, gravity, electricity, machinery and equipment, hazardous chemical, extreme temperature, noise, radiation and biological. I explain the one of the example like manual task. In our workplace we use different type of tools. Some are automatic, some are manual. When we use the manual task, you must have to read the instructions. Otherwise, it's become turn into hazards. Let's do a brainstorming activity. Count some hazard according to different categories. The first category is psychological hazards. Anybody know about the psychological hazards?
Yes. In psychological harassment, bullying, mental stress.
Yes, like abusement, noise, those hazards which affect our mental health is called psychological hazards.
It could be family problems.
Yes,
Why
just
not?
like overwork.
Yeah.
The next one is ergonomical hazards like tool and equipment, job and task designs, manual handling and furniture handling. The next category is physical hazards. Anyone tell me about the physical hazards?
Poor lighting,
Poor housekeeping,
noise,
radiation,
Vibration.
Yes. Extreme temperature,
Yes.
poor housekeeping. The next category is biological hazards. In the biological hazards, we will many examples in the medical centers,
yeah,
hospitals,
yeah,
like
bacteria,
yes, parasites,
diseases,
yes, infections. The last category is chemical hazards. Chemical hazards like
gases,
yes, vapor, gas, fumes, liquid, dust. What is the risk? Risk is the probability that hazard actually result into injury. Okay, now we will see the difference between the hazard and the risk. The difference between a hazard and a risk is that the hazard is the cause of injury or damage, while the risk is the probability that the hazard will result in an accident. I explain this definition with a common example. This table, we put it in the corner. While this table sitting in the corner, its potential to harm a person. In other situation, we put the same table in this walk-through gate. And in this position, it has most probability to injure someone or knock down someone. And we call this situation is a risky situation. That's a difference between hazard and the risk. The situation, they could lead to workplace emergency. For example, insufficient security, fire, smoke, poor housekeeping, unreported fault, unsafe work practice, unsafe use of electrical or mechanical detectors, and many more. The next topic is emergency categories. In this topic, I will define some colors. It shows the color code according to the emergency categories. The first color is the red. It shows the fire and smoke. For example, any type of fire. The next color is a orange. This shows the building evacuation. For example, the chemical spills and need to evacuate the building. The yellow color code shows internal emergency, like power failure. The blue color code shows the medical, like some worker caught into heart attack. The brown color code shows external emergency, like truck crash into the building. The purple color code is emergency categories belong to be a bomb threats, any type of threats. And the last one is the black color. It shows the personal threats.
What does it mean by personal threat?
Individual person, not the some institution or something, some working place. There are many people. If they have in the situation, someone is personal.
Personally attacking you,
Yeah, someone is.
harassing you, or
Yeah, only threat someone. Someone is attack on you with the knife
yeah,
is called a personal threat.
personal war.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and if it just like take a bomb in the building, it's threats to whole building.
Yes.
In this situation, we will show that this is a purple color. If the personal one, it's a black color.
Okay.
Let's start the group activity. Okay, anyone tell me the hazards? We sit in this building. There are a lot of hazards in the building. Anyone can define or identify?
Yes. The entrance has been obstructed by this board. This is one hazard. The other is housekeeping.
Yes.
Poor lighting. There is some kind of noise. The workers are working in the outside, and the door is not properly shut.
Yes, that's good.
So noise is coming in. That's
Yes.
The exit sign is not mentioned on the entrance gate. The second hazard is that the power cables are not properly managed in this room.
Okay, that's good. I explain few of them. For example, this wire. And if someone walk through this wire, it's a tripping hazard
Yeah.
due to gravity. Also, this place is very congested. Is more chances, most probability someone knocked down with the furniture. Another thing is if we no supply the emergency light. If the power failure, we need an emergency light.
emergency signage.
Yes, we need to be show the exit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exit reactions.
Yes, and there is a lot of. You can just like count. For example, to be need to be things in a proper place is called good housekeeping. And main thing, you have a first aid box.
Yeah.
And if someone injured, you give a first aid. Anyone can define the what's the hazard?
Yes. Hazard mean a situation or a thing that has the potential to harm a person.
Yeah, that's correct. Anyone tell me about what's the risk?
Risk is the probability that the hazard will actually result in injury or accident.
Yes, in any situation which has lot of probability, the word add the probability, more chances, is called a risky situation. Anyone just tell me the emergency situations, the common emergency situations while on the working?
Fire and smoke
Yes,
and
Unreported faults,
yes,
Poor housekeeping.
yes,
unsafe work practices,
yes, that's right.
unsafe storage and handling of dangerous goods, equipment,
Yes,
poor infrastructure for work.
yes, the electricity,
Yeah.
extreme temperatures,
Yeah.
manual handling, and these things can turn into the emergencies if you're not with handling these proper things with the according to the occupational health safety rules. Okay. Anyone tell me about what the color code of red means according to the emergency categories?
Which means any kind of fire or smoke in a building.
Okay. What about the orange color?
building evacuation,
The brown one?
External emergency.
Like a truck stuck in the building
Yes, that's right.
and there's some potential of
Yes,
that's hazardous to the workers working inside the building. They have to evacuate the building. as
That's
soon as
correct.
possible.
and what about the black color code?
Personal threat. Like
Yes.
someone attack on you with a knife and some other weapons.
Okay. Yes, that's correct. Any question about this presentation?
in the situation sometime which create emergency, what about lack of communication? Does it affect?
Yes, that's a good question. While in the emergency you have a proper, just like evacuate, when you enter in the building, it's must having some map how we handle in the time of emergency. We will follow that just map which must on the wall, and in the sign they tell the what sign to be go while you are in emergency condition, in which way you can walk through the gates, and where our assembly point. And these things are very important while emergency the communication. And while, for example, a building caught into fire, and every workers knows that where we run, where we walk through, and where we are just like get together.
Muster point?
Yeah, what is the assembly point?
Yeah.
Okay?
Sure.
Okay, that is the end of the first presentation. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.